Welcome between these hallowed hedges. Sanford Stadium in Athens, Georgia, home to the Georgia Bulldogs. They've had a little chicken, they've had a little drink, and friends, it's time once again to let the big dogs eat. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on the 19th ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Gamecocks will boot it away to start the game. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Line gets set, first down. Running back searching for a hole. At the 35, he's open. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. And those hairy dogs taking a bite out of another first down.
You don't usually find Georgia teams that complicate things. They know who they are, and it starts with running the football, establishing the line of scrimmage. That's what the Dogs do.
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Now they're going to throw it. And you'd like to think this sophomore wouldn't make a habit of trying to force passes into double coverage like that. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season. Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Takes a hit as he fires. And it's batted away, and the 4th down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football.
And listen, I have no problem being aggressive on 4th down, but the consequences of that, now you got to have your defense go bail you out. So you started the game trying to be aggressive. Well, defense, you got to get my back now.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get...
And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
quarterback sacks is a trend that this offense would like to put it into pretty quick. Somehow they were able to win their last game out, even though they gave up 4 sacks in that one. That was a huge point of emphasis for this coaching staff. And here early in this one, first quarter, they've now already given up 1.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Frederick. Fires to the middle. He's got it. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. A big gain there as they did a tremendous job working the middle of the field.
Yeah, and if you're going to complete that throw, Reese, quarterbacks have got to play with anticipation. You've got to get it out of your hands early and give your receiver an opportunity before the defense gets to the ball.
He'll come out throwing on 1st down. They're trying to get to it. They'll wrap him up, and he didn't find the same kind of running room this time as he did on the previous play. The biggest lie college football coaches tell is nameless, faceless opponent. David, game like this, you know their name and you know their face.
You know them well, and it does mean just a little bit more because it's bragging rights. Like, the rivalries matter so much. All throughout the year, all the fans talking about this game in particular, that's why it means more, and that's why these players will be jacked out of their minds.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Fourth down and 12 is 4-down territory for this offense. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs.
And aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
From the gun, running back gets the give. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Trying to use the speed on the jet sweep. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a 1st down.
And these jet sweeps used to be plays where you ran to try to trick them and get out wide and make big plays. But now, short yardage situations, you start to pack it in tight. Okay, I'll go out wide. I'll pick up my 5 to 10 yards and make it easy and get me a 1st down.
They go to the ground. Powers through the defender. They finally get him on the ground with a big running play, moves the chains for the 1st down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Getting some heat. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Henderson. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the right. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
Coming up, 4th down. That's the end of the first quarter. And after one, we're scoreless.
And they'll try to break the seal on the 2nd quarter by putting 3 on the board. This might be a little easier if it were straight on, but a 43-yarder from the right hash. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. The give to the back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. To the air, it's Frederick. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
And I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest. And you could tell, just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
You want to talk about aggressive or nuts? This offense is staying on the field inside their own 30. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. And the Gamecocks line up to punt it away. He'll bring it back. It's Evans. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but he's going to let one fly down the middle. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, they went flea flicker, hoping to catch the defense off guard. I got to be honest, David. I don't think the defense was fooled. It was almost as if they were expecting that play. There was nowhere to go with the ball.
And you're trying to make the big play. And you're trying to capitalize on momentum and trying to create something and hit the home run. But you're right. Nice job staying disciplined. You could tell when the running back took the football, he didn't want to run the football. You could tell he was flipping it back. Nice job by the secondary, forcing the incompletion.
3rd and short now from their own 48. A quick completion to the left, looking for the 1st down. That is a serendipitous turn of events with the fumble going out of bounds. They'll maintain possession. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on 3rd down from the 43. From the gun, the running back has it. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
I'll say, watching this offense this year, one of the things you have to be really happy about is their ability to move the sticks. This is one of the top 25 offenses in the country in getting first downs. That running back is one of the biggest reasons. He is a weapon.
Nice run there, picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. It'll just make it more satisfying if they can move the chains after starting 1st and 20. The snap sets up the throw. Oh, what a grab by the defense. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking on it. You could tell they had a beat on it. Nice cut, nice instincts. Give me that INT.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He'll take a shot. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks!
South Carolina.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives. And the quarterback is snowed under. Georgia going up tempo.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Trying to find his man on 1st down. He's going to run it. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hit. They have had to wear that beat down since the last time these two met, Jesse.
And they've been talking about it for a long time. They were absolutely embarrassed. The players, the coaches, the fans. You know, David, coming into this game this time, they want to put out a much better performance.
Oh, there's nothing worse. The coaches are riding you all week leading up into this game, reminding you, showing the clips in the locker room. You know you failed. You want to come out and get a great start in this football game early.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Shows off another move and gets down to the 33-yard line. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the 1st down.
That has got to be demoralizing if you're on defense because they just ran the ball right up the middle, down your throats, and they gashed you.
What a nifty run there to pick up the 1st down. This offense can get a jolt of momentum headed to the locker room if they can take the lead here. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Penn State handled its business today away from home. What a thorough beatdown. And what poise this generally young team showed. I think even other coaches will point to this one as what's possible. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. To throw, it's Frederick. Going for the big play. And he hauls it in at the 25. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Number 12, with the grab and the score.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they're up 14 to 10. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown, just like that. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Took them a little while to settle into this game, but this offense has it going here in the second quarter, Jesse.
Yeah, a little bit of a feeling out process there early, but they seem to have found something. They're going back to the well, and they need to keep that up here on this drive, David.
Definitely, and they got the momentum going, and once you start getting the momentum going, it's crazy what I've seen in college football. It's so hard to stop it. It takes over, and sometimes it leads to enormous swings.
On third and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. And the Dogs will snap it on 1st and 10. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Softened them up with a run. Now to throw. Looking down the left side. And that pass is caught at the 25. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Get things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get. lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
Shakes off the defender. Nowhere to go, and the ball's loose. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Scanning the field, it's Frederick. Looking for a huge play. And he reels it in inside the 30. And he's brought down after a huge completion. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Fires into traffic, picked off. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16.
And this safety is a ball hawk. He's a playmaker. Not only have we seen him get involved in the running game and make tackles playing downfield, but he plays the center field position as well as anybody in college football. You saw it right there.
Gonna run it. It's Henderson. Makes his man miss. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Power football with the run. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
Offensively, are you going to take 4 to 6 inning play? Yes, please. Sign me up for that. I'm going to take that every single time. Great job by the offense. Staying patient, staying true to who they are. You want to run the football. You want to be physical. You want to establish yourself. Check, check, check.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Brings up third down.
Trying to move the sticks on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. It's complete on the right side. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged in the ground.
Great job by the running back here on that third down catch. There was no wasted movement. As soon as he got the ball in his hands, he turned around and he got upfield. That's what you got to do. You got to be decisive on these third down type plays to move the sticks.
Trying to run the screen, and it was almost picked off. It'll be second down.
Oh, and on defense, you just got to be able to finish that play. That defender had the football in his hands. He's just got to catch it. That should have been an interception.
They'll run it from the gun. At the 35, he's loose. Can anyone catch him? Touchdown, Dogs! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce. He finds the end zone for the 2, and now the lead is 7. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes with the return. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
Fires to the tight end. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision. The Gamecocks headed quickly to the line. On 4th down, trying to find his man. He's got a first down and maybe a lot more. You know this sophomore has a big arm, and there were some revolutions on that one. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
And the Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. They're bringing heat. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. To the air, it's Frederick. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was, so he's outside the tackle box. He knew to throw it away as long as it got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
And it's caught inside the 30. Racing to the right. Touchdown, South Carolina. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
And you can tell he trusts his big tight end. Airing the football way down the field, treating him like a wide receiver because you know he's going to go up, make the big play, get you in the end zone, score a touchdown.
And he makes the extra point. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Give to the running back. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter.
And after 3, we are all tied up.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Back open in the middle. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that will be plenty for the 1st down.
And that's why, through the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Gets it past the marker. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride, and they want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he slid through that attempt, and he's got room. Touchdown, Georgia! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box. Still, this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Hauls it in inside his 20, and here he comes. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
The play action fake. Starting to feel a little pressure. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now. If you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
And now such a tough situation. Late in this game, you're trailing, but now it's fourth and long. Like, it's one thing if it's fourth and short. This makes it even more difficult. You got to have something dialed up you feel really great about.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling.
Hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Well, that's called paying off good field position. You've got the lead here late in the game. You've got the ball back. You're on your opponent's side of the 50, and on your very first play, you break off a long run. This defense right now is playing on their heels late.
Big play offense, and it has them threatening now. First and 10 from the 25. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They stop him right on the edge of the red zone and pick up a 5 to the 20.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric one has him set up.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
And this defense has to step forward. Not only do they have to get a stop, they've got to do it quickly to keep... And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. The Bulldogs trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. The give to the tailback. Relying on that running game inside the red zone. He picked up 3 to the 11.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on 1st down. Same exact script. Do it again. Run the football, run the clock, let that thing tick down. And if we add points, we add points.
They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
They've gotten pushed back, but it's still 3rd and goal. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Oh, and that elusive victory is oh so close if they can hang on till the end.
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Houston is just getting blown off the field right now in H-Town, and at this rate, I'm not sure this won't get worse. They're trailing by 22 to TCU. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it. Fires into traffic, intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
Oh, and what a move. What a juke. And he makes it past the mark. It's 1st down from the 11. To the ground. He's got it again. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs! They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late. That one might have put the finishing touches on this game.
This one is over. Game, set, match. The defense had a chance to maybe kind of keep their team in it, but the offense said, take it to the locker room.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah.
Just plowing down the field. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down. He's looking to throw it. Zings it complete to the right. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
Looking downfield, it's Frederick. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
Picks up a chunk of yards. First and goal, South Carolina.
Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. He wants to throw it again. Healing, and he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Lining up to add another. And it's perfect. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
It's got to be tough right now on defense. You need to find a way to get a stop, and you haven't been able to do that in the fourth quarter. You've been giving up points. You just gave up a touchdown in the last drive. You need a turnover. You need to do something right now to stop this momentum.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. On the move at the 30. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
You got to be impressed by how you've seen this offense finish in this football game. They've been scoring points in the fourth quarter, just got a touchdown on their last drive, and there they rip off a big run. They are not letting off the gas pedal right now, and as a coach, you love to see that.
There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. And David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like, you sometimes get overzealous. Sometimes you get too many penalties. It's hard to rein in your emotions, but they did. They kept it in check, and now bragging rights for a whole year.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.